Hi, I'm Doug Patterson. I joined Comley Park Primary School Parent Council last year, hoping to get a bit more involved in the school. I've just been to a presentation from Falkirk Council Children's Services about the closure of 4 local school swimming pools. Those are Falkirk High, Larbert High, Graeme High and Grangemouth High. So I thought I'd share this short video with you just to give you an insight into what's happening and give you some details about how to comment if you've got any comments that you think would be helpful. So the presentation was given by David Mackay of Falkirk Council Children's Services, and the reason that we were there is that the council have been told they must save £67 million in the next 4 years, and £29 million of that has to be in this year, 23-24. Children's Services have the largest property portfolio in the council, so increasing energy costs affect them an awful lot, and Children's Services, I didn't know this, take up 2/3 of the council's budget. So budget cuts, money savings is going to fall somewhere in children's services. And pool provision, another thing I hadn't known about was Falkirk Council have 8 school pools across the council district, and each one costs about £100,000 a year to keep warm, to run on energy costs. They run them at 28 degrees centigrade. The council point out that Falkirk area is quite well served for school pools. It's top 3 in Scotland for per head provision of school pools. The only areas ahead of Falkirk are Stirling and West Lothian. The reason they've chosen these 4 schools pools for closure, Grangemouth, Falkirk High, Larbert High and Graeme High, are based on location and the income generated by the pools. So for example, St Mungo's school pool gets the council about £90,000 a year in income. Larbert school pool only gets the council about £20,000 a year in income. There's various factors, but those are the basics of why they've chosen these 4 pools. They also have to maintain east-west pool provision across the district. So for example, we're keeping Denny High and Bowness High to cover the east and the west. If the closures do go ahead, they'll happen in August 2023, quite soon. And if the closures go ahead, swimming would disappear from the options, PE options from those 4 schools. It won't be possible, say, to bus kids from those 4 schools to other schools to get swimming. So swimming would disappear from those 4 schools. Heartening from tonight was to learn that they are looking for other options. We're at the point where council officers are putting together a proposal to send to elected councillors, and it's our elected councillors that decide if the pools are going to close or not. So the council officers are looking for other options. They are looking at asking swimming clubs to pay a bit more. They're talking to Swimming Scotland. They're wondering if the pools could be drained and mothballed. Maybe there's some money to bring them back to life later on. They're looking at finding ways of training more young people to be swimming instructors so we can get more lessons done through the pools and make a bit more income from them that way. They point out that the cost to the council of a 45-minute swim is £20, and they don't think a lot of the swimming clubs can afford to pay £20 per person per 45 minutes in the pool. So they think they're always going to be subsidising pools. Essentially, pools are expensive things to run. Have you got any ideas? The council officers, David is keen for any ideas in the room about how these pools can generate some more income and how you can go to the elected councillors and say, here's another way, we don't need to close the pools. So there must be some good ideas out there. I'm going to put an email in the text below this video, the email address that you can write to with any ideas you have. And the other people, if you want to get involved, is to write to our elected councillors, because they're the ones that will decide. They're going to get this report in the next couple of months and they'll decide if they're going to close the pools or not. So I'll leave their email addresses in the text below this video as well. I hope you found this short video useful. I intend to do some more of these, so after our parent council meetings I'll try and keep them a bit shorter. Just a little summary about what we've been talking about so that people can start to learn about what sort of things we do as a parent council. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.